Hi, everybody, it's Caden from Wash U, and you're watching the Disney Channel. Shoot, I mean the Class Show.
Hi students, welcome to today's clinical skills session. My name is Dr. Shang, and today's lecture is actually about non-clinical skills. That is, we'll be talking about some of the hidden curriculum of medicine, some of the things that are important to know as physicians, but aren't really formally taught in most medical curriculum. So my only financial disclosure is my OnlyFans account, which is on sale, and I'd like to remind everyone that purchasing a video or subscription does count as community engagement credit. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at the catalog here quickly. Okay, so questions from your family are going to be pretty common. Some of these are pretty difficult. And so things are like, do I have strep throat from your cousin? Or when will I start lactating from your weird uncle? Or even, do you plan on staying alone forever from every other family member? And in these situations, some good responses I'd like to use are, let me talk to my attending, or let me call a consult and get back to you. Or if those two don't work, tell them it'll be a $500 copay, and that usually does the trick. Okay, so we've given you some time to look at the case description. Let's just go through and translate some of these phrases. Your colleague presents status post DWFP. That stands for divorce with first partner. It's very common in this demographic. Currently undergoing MLC, that's going to be your midlife crisis, which is a comorbidity we see with a lot of DWFPs. All right, so let's just grab this portion here, and then boom, boom, and voila, you have your new signature. He says he's feeling down and asks if you'd like to stop by the CC Country Club for a quick SS, that squash session. Squash, for those who don't know, is like racquetball, but for the 1%. All right, so this med student sent this very long, well thought out email, really poured their heart into it. My name is David, blah, 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 interested in shadowing, not gonna read it, not gonna read it. Let's go ahead and hit him with a quick, okay, cool. And then just for good measure, send from Apple Watch, just to show them you really don't give a fuck. All right, so let's talk OR music. Probably one of the most important parts of the job, honestly. I've just got some no-brainers here. Living on a prayer, don't fear the reaper, in my time of dying, ready to die, fade to black, you know, all the classics, all the good stuff. What's that? No more OR privileges? Yeah, the families didn't really appreciate the music. Okay. Yeah, they were all about death. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. You tell them you can't because you have an RCG. RCG, of course, being a reservation at the Capitol Grill. The Capitol Grill, for those who don't know, is like Applebee's, but for the 1%. All right, we've got a Barnes Cafeteria mukbang. Got some samples of the food from both North Campus and South Campus. We're gonna figure out which one has the better grub. Then afterwards, I'm also doing a live anatomy leg pro section for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, let's dig in. Oh, fuck. Oh, for the pro section. He then tells you he plans on asking out the hostess at Capitol Grill, stating that she meets the ADS as outlined by the AAMM's guidelines. The AAMM is the American Academy of Middle-Aged Men, and the ADS is the Age Differential Creepiness Score. And so current guidelines hold that the criteria to determine relationship creepiness is using the algorithm half the patient's age plus 7. Yeah, honey, accidentally ate a bit of human flesh. That's all. No, no, I'm fine. A little rattled, but fine. Honestly, it was better than most of the food you cook. Yeah, no, I know. I'm sorry. No, I was joking. I was joking. It was a joke. Hello? Hello? Vanessa? Hello? All right, guys, let's take a quick bio break, but it wouldn't be clinical skills without a fun icebreaker question. So I want you guys to think a bit and submit your thoughts on the geopolitical and economic factors involved in the Israel-Palestine conflict. The link is pollapp.com/.
You're watching the class show. I remember my first class show.
All right, we're going over a classic situation in medicine, which is what to do when your father-in-law comes into your clinic for his rectal exam and you feel kind of weird, but you do it anyways because you're the only attending on service. And then when you see him next time at Thanksgiving, you feel awkward, but you try to break the tension. And so you say that he and his daughter are now Eskimo sisters, and now your wife refuses to speak to you. This is definitely going to come up in marriage counseling. So we've all been there. A lot of shortcuts that make Epic and note documentation more efficient can also actually be applied to daily life too. I'm sorry, Vanessa, please don't go through with this period. They won't let me work in the OR anymore, comma. And if I lose you and the kids, I don't know how it can go on, period. Dot phrases are really good. This is one I've used many times. And it's worked at least twice. I promise I can change, comma, and I promise I'll be more emotionally available, period. Please stay, period. I love you, period. Less than 3, period. You give your opinion that the prognosis does not seem favorable, but he is confident in his chances of success due to his BDE. BDE, of course, being Barnes Doctor Energy. So you just got your first attending check, and it's pretty big, but you've mentally prepared for this day and you've anticipated it. It's a lot of money now and a lot more responsibility, but we're not going to let money change who we are at our core. And let's just switch this to Republican. The mileage actually makes it more cost effective than a Camry. So you're recently divorced as a doctor. What are you supposed to do? Well, I typically like to self-prescribe an empiric course of Tinder, Hinge, Raya, the usual. If it becomes more advanced, I'll go with a bolus of seeking arrangements or Facebook Marketplace. And then if it really gets late stage, Epic is usually the go-to. So we've got Epic pulled up on our iPads. For date of birth, I usually like to go 2003, maybe 2002 just to be safe. Let's go ahead and plug in the ICD-9 code for Brazilian butt lifts. And then while we're at it, we actually want to include either hemianopia or advanced cataracts, just to give ourselves a chance, right? Well, thank you for being such good listeners, students. That's all for today. But if any of you are interested in a Friday reservation at the Capitol Grill, my number is 630-4